Alrighty, well, I'm actually going to go ahead and change up the way that I'm going to make this video. I was going to make this a two-part video. However, the only thing I had drivable was my Saturn, and I was not about to take my Saturn out to help somebody, for one, and for two, to drive around in the rainstorm that we got. So I'm going to play some footage of the rainstorm. Sorry if the audio is terrible right now. This is literally the brand new GoPro, and you'll see here in a second it actually fell into a thing of diff fluid. So I'm gonna play that real quick. That there. Oh no. I just dropped you guys in gear oil. Man down. You probably can't hear anything I'm saying. Alright, I gotta get another GoPro. So if the audio on this is a little terrible or whatever, please just bear with me. I'm gonna try to do what I can to try to dry it out tonight. I hope it's actually still good, but I do have another GoPro. This is literally the brand new GoPro that I just got, and it fell into gear oil. So the other thing I wanted to do, I know I kind of put it in last night's video, but I wanted to give a huge shout out again because I feel bad for Lost Fit Lighting. They gave me these lights for the Urban Bourbon back in the day, and I actually forgot to put them in when I was actually finishing the Corvette. I went ahead and found these lights, so I've got to give them a huge shout out for that. Again, Lost Fit Lighting, first link in the description down below. I apologize, that's normally not how I do it, but I did end up losing them when I got them, and I don't know why I didn't end up making a video about it, but we've got them in here. They look killer, and honestly, I think this is the better build for them anyway. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and roll some of the flood footage that I have from today. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play. I put axle seals in the back of this, calipers, rotors, and I think that's it for right now that I put in the back. But I'm gonna go ahead and play the footage from this. Hope you guys enjoy it. Roll the footage. I gotta admit, the white through that rim or wheel looks freaking killer. But before I go ahead and roll the other footage, I wanted to go ahead and say that I actually got door panels for this thing. I'm not sure if you guys seen it in previous videos where the door handles, and actually the whole time we were in Tennessee we didn't have door cards or anything, but I got Denali door handles for it. I am trying to source Denali seats. Everywhere I seem to find seats, they're in terrible shape, or they don't have third row, or they're for an XL, which from my understanding from Danny from Slow Restoration, the XLs are a little bit different. So we've got door handles. This one has a little bit of damage, not a big deal. You guys all know how to put door handles on. You don't really need me to show you how to do door handles or door panels. We are gonna change out the door handles. You'll see that. I'm painting them tonight, so they will be ready for tomorrow. But door cards are all on, are all intact. Everything works, and I'm excited about it. So Denali door cards, I'm excited for the win. Now we can roll the footage from today. Before we actually go ahead and kick off this video, I want to say that I am super thankful and super proud to be where I'm at. We are heading in the right direction. It is super loud because this is a steel building, steel structure, so that's why you hear all the rain noise. But we did spring a few leaks, and I figured I'd share it with you guys along the way. So right here in the ceiling, not really a big deal, but we got one here. Over here, I believe we have one dripping right here in the center. If you can see it, somewhere right there, you've seen it. And then over here, which again, I'm not complaining, guys. It is what it is. We've got a little bit of a leak here in the center of the floor. Obviously, we're behind the Yukon and everything. Not that big of a deal. It is what it is. Come over here, and I do seem to have like 3 or 4 here. You can see it's on the side of the Yukon dripping. So you can see a little bit of daylight right there. We're gonna have to go ahead and get that sealed up. Over here, you can see we got a little bit of a leak right here, and that one's actually dripping rather fast. We'll have to go ahead and get that one sealed up. But I do believe it's actually coming from there and just running down and then dripping down the beam. So I think it's that one mainly, but it's causing a leak over here. So as you can tell here at the back door, it collects a lot of water right here. Actually don't really come out the back door very often, but we're gonna have to figure out a way to get these storm drains up top here to actually go ahead and run the water out. You can see it's just running down the side of the building, causing it to come in, which it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it right now. Wait for the rain to stop and we'll get it taken. So there you have it. I do have a little bit of things we got to take care of here once the rain stops, but it's really not that big of a deal. So without further ado, I'm going to actually go ahead and keep plugging and chugging at this, because we're going to actually take this vehicle. So you'll see this video at a later date. You won't see it right now, but I'm going to go ahead and toss in my axle seals, everything right now. And then we're going to go for a drive out in the roadways, because a neighbor of mine actually is stuck, and I told him I'd come get him. I thought about taking the Jeep, but the Jeep doesn't have a hood on it, and I probably have just as much time into making the Jeep drivable as I do this. And this is obviously a little bit taller. I think it has a little bit more weight to get their truck out, so this is a vehicle we're going to take. So without further ado, let me get this thing back together. And I don't know if the rain is like super loud now or if you can hear it, but these axle seals are actually sort of easy to replace. So once you come in here to the rear diff, there's a pin that you're going to go ahead and take out. That is a 5/16 bolt. You pull that pin out, and then you're going to want to go ahead and rotate the rear diff back down. Ooh, might need a screwdriver, but I'm going to rotate it back down. Back down. Stand by. Let me rotate it back down. All right, now hopefully you guys can see that there. I just dropped you guys in gear oil. Man down. You probably can't hear anything I'm saying. All right, I gotta get another GoPro. Well, that absolutely sucks. Brand new GoPro, and I just dropped it in gear oil. So hopefully the audio is still here, guys. I do apologize if it is not. But I'm gonna go ahead and rotate here before I push the axle in. Then you can see here, when I push the axle in, you see that clip right there. So then once you get in far enough, you can actually grab a magnet. Grab my magnet here, and then pop that clip right out. In theory, that clip comes right out. Let me see if I can get it here. Trying to get you guys the shot without losing another GoPro. And still have 3 hands on the... know how I can get it, and that's turning it upside down, but I really hate turning it upside down and letting it fall. This magnet really isn't the best for this situation, it appears. Well, the other side to fall. Or to come out. Does not appear so. I'm going to spin the axle upside down. There goes not the right clip that I wanted, but there we go. Alright, there's a clip, it fell out. Again, the other side already fell out. And now we'll go out there, slide the axles out, and toss in new axle seals. Alright, so these axle seals, there's a couple different ways you can do it. I like to try to get a big pry bar, and get it just behind the seal here, and then a couple like firm whacks, and it should come out here. Let me set you down here so I can actually do this with one hand. Don't worry about damaging it, because you obviously know it's already damaged. So If that doesn't work, go the other way. All right, so what I like to do on them is I try with that pry bar there first. Sometimes they pop right out, sometimes they don't, but if they don't, just come in here with a little flathead. Don't worry about damaging it because obviously you're replacing it. Pop it right out. Obviously that's part of the old seal there. Then you'll get your new one. It's already pretty lubed up from being leaky, so you don't really have to lube it too much. And then just gently tap her into place. Hopefully the audio is still good there and you can hear when it bottoms out, and then you're good to go. Your junk seal is out, your new seal is in. Time to spray this down with some brake clean and get this side back together. Now I know in the comments section you guys are gonna say about how I should put new e-brake shoes on there, and you're right, I probably should. However, these ones look pretty new and they don't actually look like they were soaking in it for very, very long. You can tell because it actually still has writing on it right there. So that's the only reason I'm not going to go ahead and replace these. I feel like they're pretty much brand new, but got it cleaned up. Let's get the axle toss back in here. Toss the clip back on the other side. We'll go back over to the other side and do that. Now I'm not going to show you the other side. You've seen how I did it on this side, so let me just get the rear diff cover back on. Actually, I'll pick back up, putting the pins back in, and bolting this thing all back together. All right, only because I know how the internet works. You can tell that axle seal is in. Then over here on this side, I got the new axle seal in. Over here, cleaned up, ready to go back together. All right, keep plugging and chugging.